don't make a certain Sparx.
So it don't feel that much difference where it really feels, to be honest. It's quite sharp. Makes me so happy I've got it in my entire octopus redone.
Totally.
Without wishing to sound too horrible to celebrities, I think a lot of the time celebrities don't have very many original ideas, strangely enough. I think that obviously like the whole sort of rap culture and American kind of chicano, black gang, street culture tattooing has been a massive influence on stuff. Everybody has script now, or old English writing, that whole sort of, you know, sort of Tupac, thug life kind of stuff. And a lot of the religious stuff, you've got your praying hands and your rosary beads and your only God can judge me kind of tattoos, which are they're the kind of run-of-the-mill tattoos. They're the things that people come in here asking for every day.
Some people think it's a fake, so I'm gonna let y'all get an up-close picture.
I'll come and rub it and see if it's real or not.
Dolce, you know what I'm saying? I got my crazy joints on. I got a lot of Dolce, Gucci, different things like that. My jeweler hit me up, you know what I'm saying? And some tats, you know. You always gotta wear some tats. They permanent though, so not really a designer.
If you look at footballers and celebrities generally, a lot of the tattoos they have done are that kind of sort of name down the forearm, kind of, you know, Sanskrit, Arabic, kanji, symbolic languages and that kind of stuff. So I think they're probably the biggest sort of trend.
Recently, I was at an award show, and this girl started screaming and crying, and I don't see that much people like crying and that kind of thing. But she lifted up her wrist, and I was kind of leaving. I didn't really. They were pulling me away, and I went and I caught her wrist. She had tattooed my album title. She had she had my first one, which was Speak, and then she had the symbol of Ra. The Chinese symbol, which I had on the cover of my album, which was really
What's
kind
that? Is that a tattoo?
Yeah, it says breathe.
That's awesome.
You know, the public look to newspapers, to media, to TV, to the football pitch, to wherever for their influences in fashion trends and, you know, haircuts and all the rest of it. When Beckham had a Mohican, so did everybody else, and etc. And it's the same with tattoos, I think. And I think the dangerous thing with celebrities is, you know, if Beckham had a spider's web tattoo on his face, it wouldn't matter. The guy's worth 200 million quid. It's not going to affect his life in any great way. I think one of the things that we have to be careful of here is you get a lot of kids walking in, obviously, the whole like gangster rap thing. People want their hands and their necks done and stuff. And it's like, if we get an 18-year-old kid coming in and he's got no tattoos and he wants a tattoo on his neck, you're kind of, it's not your job to lecture him, but just as a responsible human being, you're like, if you really thought about this, you got another 50 years of trying to get a job looking like this.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of tattoos, and I had a big input with the design of the cross on the back. So yeah, it's a lot of my taste and my own likings.
So there's a real tense build up to it, and then there's a little bit of suffering, and then there's that sort of like the elation of what you've done and what you've achieved by having suffered that. So it's kind of like a rite of passage, and I suppose it is quite addictive. And then I suppose the other side that makes it addictive is you like what you've got and other people like what you've got, so you get attention. So you know, it's quite an attention-seeking thing sometimes, I think.
Like one by one.
Yeah, it is one.
When I got my first tattoo, I swore that would be the last one, but I pretty much got four others in the year after that. But now I have 7 tattoos, and I think I'm done now because I'm getting bored of them.
I designed it. It's kind of like a personal crest, each symbol representing a part of me, and together kind of forming who I am.
How long did you think about it before you had a tattoo?
Well, I've got several. So, well, I've got a horse here. I've got the star on the moon here. They're a bit addictive, you know. You get so usurped with the character that at the end of it you want to do something for yourself. So I get a tattoo, but I think I'm done now, because if I continue on like I have, I'm going to have tattoos everywhere.
I don't think removal ever works completely because your skin's damaged. You can always see that there's been a tattoo there. And I think especially if you're the person that's had the tattoo, because you know it's been there, you'll always kind of in your head still see something there.
the two of you work so hard together. It's so hard.
Angelina, just put it back.
I've got a new one, and yeah, I've got a few coming. Yeah, I've got a plan.
Excellent. Do you design them yourself?
I do some of them. Last one I got was in Thailand by in a traditional style, so I didn't know what it was. It was just